Hello friends, in this video I am going to talk about the one of the important act that is known as the Indian Council Act 1909. Now why this act was important? Because in previous act I told you who has the power to make law in India. It was the Viceroy and his Executive Council. Previously no Indians were allowed it to become part of the Executive Council. Now according to this act, one Indian member allowed to become the part of the Executive Council. That's why this act was very important. Now 3 years before that something happened in Britain. What happens? Liberal Party came into the power. When Liberal Party came into the power, it is believed that more political freedom will be given in the India. It was believed that. And in the same year there was a establishment of Muslim League. So two big thing happens in 1906. So before discussing this 1909 Act, we must have idea of the background. What will happen to the 3, 4, 5 or 10 years before. Now, this Act is also called by the name of Minto-Morley Reforms. Now, Morley Sahab was the Secretary of State for India and Minto Sahab was the Viceroy. So that's why this Act was called by the name of Minto-Morley Act. Now, as I told you, in 1906, Muslim League was established. So, what was the demand of Muslim League? So, Muslim League demanded separate electorate. The first demand. Muslim League demanded separate electorate. Now, what is the meaning of separate electorate? Let us discuss with the help of an example. Suppose this is one province, and in this province there are 100 peoples. There are 100 peoples. Out of these 100 peoples, 65 peoples belongs to Muslim religion or they are Muslims. Suppose 15 are Hindu, 60, 70, 80 and 20 are others. So Jinnah Sahab proposed that because in this constituency maximum number are of Muslim. So what will happen? Only the Muslim candidate is going to contest the election, and who is going to vote? Only the Muslim. The Hindu or the other religious people, they are not going to vote. So this is the meaning of separate electorate. So who demanded? Muslim League demanded. Second thing, Muslim League also demanded that 2 Indians must be nominated in the Viceroy Executive Council. Now out of this 2 Indian, 1 must be the Muslim. So this was a demand of Jinnah Sahab on the behalf of Muslim League. Now, if you ask me, sir, is there any change in the control of the government? No, there is no change. In India, who is the supreme? Viceroy and his Executive Council is supreme. And in Britain, who is supreme? It is a queen who is supreme, but before or below the queen, who is there, who is handling all this administration? It is the Secretary of State for India. So no change in the control of government. In India, there is Viceroy. In India, there is Viceroy, and in Britain, there is Secretary of State. So these positions are remain as it is. No change here. Now, if you remember, I told you in the previous act, who is going to make law? It is the Viceroy and his Executive Council. Previously, there are 6 members. All 6 members are European. They are handling the home affairs, military affairs, law, revenue, finance, and public works. Now, according to this act of 1909, what happens? One member. They demanded that 1 member must be the Indian, and this demand was accepted. That 1 member which belongs to the Indian community, now become the part of the Indian Council. Now, if you remember, I discussed in 1892, what I discussed? That there are some demand of Indian National Congress. What are these demanded? The demands are very simple. First demand, the additional members should be increased. Now, according to this Act 1909, additional members are increased. Second, they must be elected? No. Still, they are coming from the nomination. What about the financial matters? Yes, financial matter discussed. In fact, there is a voting provision also this time. Now, what about the additional member numbers? Additional member numbers were increased 16 to 60. This 16 is the minimum number, and the maximum number will be 60. Maximum number will be 60. So these are the major change at the central legislature. Now, apart from this, remember, on financial bill, voting is also allowed. In previous act, I discussed even the discussion is not allowed. Now discussion is allowed. In fact, after the discussion, voting is also allowed. So these are the major changes happens at the central legislature. Now you are having one doubt, sir, what will happen to the provincial legislature? Now this time 7 provincial legislature were created. So these are Madras, Bombay, Bengal, Punjab, Burma, Assam and United Province. So these are the major changes. So I have discussed this important aspects of 1909 Act. Now sometime because one Indian members were allowed to this, and the first member was Stender Sinha Sahab, and Muslim League was not happy with this. Although the second time when the member was included in the council, executive council of Viceroy, it was Muslim, but first time it was Stender Sinha, Hindu man, fine. So Muslim League was not happy. So let me give you some points. Suppose you have to write in the mains paper, so you can write few points. So I'm giving you 6 points. If you want to take the screenshot, it is your choice, or otherwise I will give you the PDF of this PPT also, fine. Now first point is that the Government of India Act 1909 was an important constitutional reforms passed by the British government to address the growing demand for greater representation of India in the government. Previously, there was almost zero representation in the administration, zero representation of Indian in the administration. Now Indians were demanded that increase the number in the administration. So this act is basically demanding that the more Indians must be allowed in the administration. First point. Now what about the second point? The act expand the size of the legislative council and introduce the concept of communal representation. Sir, this question has been asked so many times. In state pieces, which one of the following act introduced the concept of communal representation? It is Indian Council Act 1909. Very important. Sir, what is the meaning of communal representation? Which means that seats were reserved for different religious communities. Sir, Indian National Congress was against this, but Jinnah Sahab very happy. Muslim League was very happy because they are saying that some seats are reserved for us. Fine. Next point. The act also provided for the appointment of Indians to the Executive Council of the Viceroy, which was a significant step towards Indian participation in the governance of country. As I told you, 1 Indians were allowed or become member of the Viceroy Executive Council. First time, sir, 1 member. Obviously, that member is also having a voting right. Now, what about the fourth point? However, the act did not satisfy the demand of Indian nationalists who wanted complete self-rule. Sir, Indian were demanded complete self-rule, but what they are doing? Only 1 member in the Executive Council, only 1 member included. But what is the demand of Indians? Self-rule. We don't want Britisher in our country. Fine. They came as a trader, they captured the whole India. That is very bad. And criticize the communal representation system as divisive. Sir, Britisher know one thing. If we want to divide the India, how we can divide? Because in India, different अलग-अलग धर्म के लोग रहते हैं. So only on the basis of religion we can divide India, and they play this card, my dear friend, according to 1909. Fine. Next, the act also failed to address issues related to land reforms, social justice, economic development, which were crucial for the well-being of the Indian population. Sir, what Indian population is want? Indian population is wanted land reforms, social justice, economic development. But Viceroy and his councillor and Britishers, they are not interested in the local issue of Indians. So sir, this is the main big problem. Another one is the Government of India Act 1909 was amended several times in subsequent years, but it remained a limited and unsatisfactory measures of reform that did not go far enough in addressing the aspiration of the Indian people. Sir, this act is not good for India. Only a little positive change for Indian was one member was included in the Viceroy Executive Council. Fine. So I have completed the Council Acts and I have completed the last Council Act, that is the 1909. Fine. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Thank you so much.